Hi there, I'm Taylor, your Mystic Nonconformist, and right now I'm presenting you with the March 1st through the 15th astrology predictions for 2023. On the 1st, we have Venus conjuncting Jupiter in the sign of Aries, which means that blessings are going to be coming quite aggressively. They're coming in hot and fast, and when you learn to take action and grab your blessings instead of waiting, you can only get more from this energy. In order to attract abundance, you have to feel abundant, and you have to have confidence in the faith that you can get it. So depending on what part of your chart, you will be feeling the Venus conjunction to Jupiter, both in the sign of Aries. Next up, I have Mercury conjuncting Saturn in the later degrees of Aquarius on the 2nd, the day afterwards, which means that we are going to have that fun cut short, kind of. I know it's going to kind of overshadow things. That's what Saturn does, but Saturn wants us to get serious about things. And so our mind is going to be kind of feeling melancholy. We're going to probably feel a little bit stuck and not feel that we're advancing, because Aquarius is advancement, and it's going to make us think about our future a lot. It's going to have a serious bent, and it's a possibility to tend to worry more than usual. Now later on that day, 8 hours later, we will be having Mercury entering the sign of Pisces. So when you have Mercury entering the sign of Pisces, you kind of like, for the second, you have all this worry and all this doom and gloom and feeling like you will have no future. But then later on, with Mercury entering Pisces, your mind is going to kind of be an escape. It's going to be like, all right, we've had all day to think serious, to be serious, and to worry, and now I just want to escape. Now I just want to find my peace somewhere else. So that's what's going on the 2nd of March. On March the 6th, we're having the Sun in Pisces sextiling Uranus in the sign of Taurus. That day is going to be filled with a lot of excitable energy. There's going to be a lot happening that day, random things happening, but it's going to be in like a positive way. So I feel like this day people are going to be having their phones out and just recording what fun that people are having after that Mercury conjunction on the 2nd of March. Now, on the 7th, we are having a full moon in Virgo, and full moons bring us to a conclusion, right? That's telling us is that we need to clean up our act so that we can have an ending that is a proper send-off. It could also show that we need to get our ish together. It could also signify that we have to work for our dreams, because opposite of the full moon is going to be the Sun in the sign of Pisces. And it's going to say, listen, I know that your mind is there. I know that you are there in the ethereal world of Pisces, but the full moon in Virgo is saying, if you want to really enjoy the fruitfulness, the goodness that is this full moon, you need to follow me and get things in order so we can make this happen. So then later on that day, Saturn will be entering Pisces, and it's kind of like Saturn is working with the full moon in Virgo. And I know that sounds weird because it's opposing, because they're in opposite signs. But the thing is that Saturn is disciplining the sign of Pisces, and that may be hard to grasp, but I'll explain that in my next video. On the 11th of March, we have Venus in Aries sextiling Mars in Gemini. So what that's going to do is it's going to be a nice day to put yourself out there, to flirt a little bit. You know, your pickup lines are much more better, much more clever, and you're feeling a little confident. It also highlights a day of mental stimulation, because Venus in Aries, Aries is the head, Mars is Gemini, which is the speech and the communication. So you're going to come up with ideas to start a project. And also on that day, we have Mercury in Pisces sextile Uranus in Taurus. So that can also highlight mental stimulation in genius ways when it comes to making your money. Maybe you're picking up something that you feel would be fruitful to you, but you want to charge for it, and it's okay to charge for your gifts. On the 14th of March, we have Mars in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces. This is a very, very, very messy energy. It's not conducive mentally. It's not conducive. It's just a bunch of jibber jabber, a bunch of misconstrued information filled with lies. You know, Gemini and Pisces are the best liars of the zodiac, and it's squaring, which means that it's just going to be a bunch of mumbo jumbo, a lot of confusion, using words, fighting words, gossip. Things don't really mean a thing. It has no base in reality. So I would just like sit this one out when it comes to interacting with people, and keep your eyes on the road, please, all of you. Then I'm ending this reading off with the Sun conjunct Neptune in the sign of Pisces on the 15th, which is a day of great compassion, a day where people are open to showing who they are, and it also can be a day where there'll be people who are willing to deceive those who have shown their hand of compassion. I wouldn't, for those who are scammers, I would watch out for that, because during this time, Scorpio is still transiting the South Node. So if you are thinking about becoming this con man and taking advantage of the vulnerable people, the people who have compassion, the people who are brave enough to open their heart, just know that you will get caught during this time. So that kind of wraps it up for the March 1st through the 15th predictions for 2023. And I'll talk to you later.